They stuck me in the back row, last seat. Farthest from the stage where Daniel stood, grinning like he'd built the empire himself. I watched my wife's brother accept the keys to a $75 million Hawaiian resort. Watched her father clasp his shoulder, booming across the ballroom, "We're proud of you, son." Finally, someone in this family who understands what success means. His eyes flicked to me for just a second, unlike someone who only brings shame. My wife didn't look at me. She hadn't looked at me in months. I sipped my water, smiled. Stayed quiet because I knew something they didn't. 3 years ago, I married into the Chen family with nothing but a factory supervisor's salary and a mechanical engineering degree they considered worthless. Old money doesn't respect new sweat. My wife, Michelle, used to say she didn't care, that love mattered more than her family's hotel empire. I believed her. I worked doubles, took night classes, built patents for automation systems while her brother coasted on nepotism and cocaine. Daniel never worked a real day, but every family dinner he'd smirk, still pushing buttons at the plant. Brother-in-law. They all laughed. I stayed silent because silence is where you hear things. 6 months ago, I noticed Michelle's phone angled away during dinner. Noticed her brother's sudden interest in our marriage. Noticed how her father started excluding me from family meetings about business transitions. Then I found the texts. Not an affair, worse. Daniel and Michelle planning to force me out. Claim I was financially incompetent, have me sign over my shares of our joint assets during a friendly divorce. Her father would compensate her generously. They'd paint me as the failure who couldn't provide, the factory worker who never belonged. I read every message, every scheme, and I didn't confront anyone. I disappeared into my workshop and I planned. The Chen family built wealth on hospitality, but they knew nothing about the machinery keeping their resorts running. For 2 years, I'd been consulting on the side, quietly using my mother's maiden name. Industrial automation, energy optimization, the kind of systems that turn profitable hotels into gold mines. I designed the entire automation infrastructure for their flagship property, the one Daniel was about to inherit. The contract was in my name. The patents were mine. The operational savings they'd celebrated. For 18 months, my engineering. They never asked who built it. They just enjoyed the profits. I hired 3 lawyers, quiet ones, the kind old money respects. I documented everything, the intellectual property, the consulting fees they never paid, the breach of contract, the texts proving they'd systematically devalued my contributions to sabotage the divorce. Then I waited. The envelope arrived during Daniel's speech. A man in a gray suit, face forgettable, leaned down beside my back row chair. It's time to show them who you really are. Inside, a single document, the lawsuit filed that morning. I stood, every head turned. Michelle's face went white. I walked to the front slowly. Daniel stopped. Mid-sentence, microphone dangling. "Congratulations, Daniel," I said, my voice carrying, calm, measured. "That resort you just inherited, the one generating an extra 3 million annually, it runs on systems I designed. Patented under contract your father never honored." Her father stood. "What are you?" "I'm claiming what's mine." I placed the lawsuit on the podium. 18 months of unpaid consulting fees, breach of intellectual property, and since you're transferring ownership today, that makes Daniel personally liable for continuing operations using stolen technology. The room was silent. "You can shut down the automation, lose the profits, or you can pay me retroactively with interest, plus licensing fees for future use." Daniel's hand trembled. "You can't." "I already did." I turned to Michelle. "And those texts about hiding assets. During our divorce, my lawyers have them. Every message. Your plan to paint me as incompetent while stealing my work. That's fraud." Her champagne glass slipped, shattered. The lawsuit settled. In 47 days. 7 million. Paid in full. Daniel's promotion was quietly revoked. The resort stayed operational under my licensing terms. Michelle's father offered me a position. I declined. My wife filed for divorce. I'd already filed first. I don't work at the factory anymore. I consult. My systems run in 8 countries now under my name. Sometimes I drive past their hotels. I never go inside. I don't need to prove I belong anywhere. I already know what I built. And they'll pay for it every single month for the next 20 years. They should have given me a better seat.